Okay, there, now I'm live. Okay, hello. I was trying to figure out this, just trying to figure out the schedule thing with YouTube. So, okay, so I actually have to click on that. Alright, that's fine. That, I suppose, kind of makes sense. Cool, okay, yeah, so this is EU session 20th of August 2024. Markets will open in about a minute's time. So, what I can do... Right, so same old story. Yesterday was a bit of a strange day. Didn't have a very good EU session yesterday, but managed to make back majority of what I lost in the US session. So we will just carry on as normal. Alright, market will open 2, 1, and we're open. Okay, so off the bat I'm looking for a first bar negative. Out of the FTSE, which I don't think we're gonna get. Well, maybe we do. Consecutive bull bars on the DAX on the daily time frame. We'll see what happens when we get up to these previous highs, I guess. For now, I've had about 3 cups of coffee already this morning. Didn't sleep all that great last night, so we'll see how the concentration levels are. I'd like to see the FTSE test this previous low, 8,323. So the low was 8,322. I'd look to bar that just below. So nothing too exciting on this open. Massive rally yesterday. Okay, so it's not going to be first bar negative. It's going to be first bar positive. Okay. Okay, so we got a sell order there at 8,333. Our stop loss will be about 15 points away. Idea being, if we get under the low of the opening candle, we'd want to be short. So the low is 8,334. Sitting in a bit of a range here. If anything, I'd look to buy that low. A little bit of news coming out today, but it's not going to affect, I don't think. Okay. Alright, so now it's a case of just sitting and waiting. Let's see if we get below. of congestion here in the DAX as well. DAX also rallying quite nicely yesterday. Okay, might be taken short here. And we are short. This is going to be an interesting one. According to the strategy, it's a short position, but according to my judgment, I would look at it as a long position at the break of the first candle's low. The first candle being such a positive candle, I'd have looked to buy that. But let's see. Follow the strategy. Bit of a gap here. We're going to retest these lows. Alright, so there's our open position. Currently 2 points correction. Half a point underwater. Let's see how we go. I'll be looking to manage this relatively quickly. Reduce our risk a little bit. Okay. Alright, stop loss to break even. Maybe in a bit premature, but alright, so that's a risk-free trade now. Let's see if we get down to 3 to okay, never mind. Taken out for break even. Goodness, that was a quick turnaround. Whoof. Yowza. That was a very quick turnaround. Oh, come on. And now you're not going to let me get back in. Okay, I'm buying it there again. Selling it, excuse me, not buying it. Whether or not that's a good idea, I'm not too sure, but let's see. Alright, so aggressive school run is setting up. See if we can get a few points here. Bit of a rally on the DAX. Just want to see if I can make a few points here in the FTSE. Looking for anything too crazy. Let's see. Alright, well, I'm going to take 1 point, whatever it was there, I think it was 1.2. I'm going to wait for the aggressive school run to... Yeah, so... Wait for the aggressive school run to set up. Should have kept that a little bit longer, but anyway. Drops so quickly sometimes. DAX is a bit rangy. Oh yeah, look at that now. Okay. Oh, heavens above. It'll happen just when you least expect it to. There we go. Right within a range again. Right, well, let's set it up. Now, once again, we're ranging quite a bit reminiscent of what happened yesterday. Right in this area. Where was it? This area. So from the open there till about 12 o'clock till 1:15. Yeah, we ranged for quite some time. I wonder if that's going to be the same today. And in that range yesterday we got knocked around quite a bit. So inside bar. Ah, no, it's not an inside bar, excuse me. We had an inside bar there. Outside bar, now another inside bar. Alright, so we wait. That's a DAX. We either long or short at the break of the previous candle. We've got school run in about 5 minutes time. I'll be looking at school run on the FTSE as well. Probably won't get an official signal, but in the meantime, let me just set up the lines. Leave that one out. Okay, can't. Have to put it in. About there. That's weird. Let's do that. Okay, looks like we're going to be taken long here. Okay, we long. Oh, I think this is going to be a bugger around of a day in this range. Well, there we have it. Okay, so going to be looking at school run in the FTSE. DAX, we down 2 points. Like to see some new highs, that'd be great. Just gonna remove the sell order for now. FTSE's breaking down. Would have expected to see we've got a positive candle in the DAX and FTSE's looking quite negative, so there's that range at work. And we've got an inside candle currently for the school run. I think we might get kicked in our soft area here. Okay, so school run is exactly the same as the aggressive. Pretty much. Okay, let's see if we can get a push out of the DAX. We'd be long school run at the moment. So if we can break these highs, I'd be a bit more confident. Okay, so a bit of a rally on the FTSE as well. Not really. So we kind of just have to sit and wait. See if we get a break above these previous highs in the DAX. FTSE's breaking down again. So school run shorts on the FTSE. I don't like short one, long the other. FTSE's looking very weak. Goodness gracious. And I'm a little bit worried that that starts to translate on the DAX. Holy moly. Yeah, FTSE looks like it's gonna... Let's see what it does at these lows. Should have stuck with that first bar positive. Always after the fact, hey? FTSE's looking very weak. My goodness, look at that. And DAX is just hanging around here. Yeah, so we may see the DAX follow suit now. So the FTSE's breaking down. So we might look at flipping the switch in the DAX if it does get back down to this level. Strange because currently well, let's see. So I'm talking a little bit of gibberish because I'm got my phone going off. Yeah, I think DAX is about to follow suit. Yeah. Alright, so that's the DAX starting to look to follow the FTSE, I think, because FTSE is looking very weak. So we may come undone here in the DAX on our long position. In which case we will flip the switch. Let's have a look at the 30 minutes. So I'd say probably if we had to go short back down into this area, 18,420. So see the FTSE starting to print a bit of a positive candle, and you see the same thing in the DAX. I just think overall the FTSE is looking pretty weak. We got a triple top here. on the 30-minute. Here comes trouble. Wow. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8th bar. Okay, so DAX is upside down at the moment. Let's have to see if we get further breakdown in the FTSE, but it is looking pretty weak. Okay, so still school run long in the DAX, currently 4 points on the wrong side of the fence, 5 points. Yeah. So all I can essentially do is sit and wait. Hopefully we get to a point where I can start managing the trade. If it doesn't stop us out before then. If it does, oh well. I'll be looking at flipping the switch to the short side. That's why I have a pending order over here. So there's a bit of a rally out of the FTSE, which in turn has seen the DAX rally a little bit. Do we break these highs is the question. Okay, there's a nice break. Start decreasing the risk a bit. I'd like to see a continuation of what we saw yesterday. That'd be superb. Let's see how much follow through we can get. I'm actually just going to wait on that stop loss, because I see we've only got 10 seconds left of this 15-minute candle, and in all likelihood we're going to see a bit of a retracement here. I would imagine there's some sellers going to step in just above these highs. But let's see what type of follow through we get here, if any at all. I don't want to be in the same position where I got stopped out for break even before the market rallied. And it rallied like 40 points, so let's see what type of follow through we get here. I'll look to getting the stop loss to break even at about 15 points if we manage to get there. Not much follow through. Dang. Okay. FTSE starting to break down again. Yeah, it's going to cause the same in the DAX. Oh, damn it. So we're not seeing very much follow through here. Oh my god, the FTSE's weak today. Wow. Looks a little bit more promising. Oh, never mind. Wow, are the buyer's going to step in here? It doesn't look like it. I want to decrease risk here. I think if we get back below the low of this bar, currently 6 points in profit, but I don't buy it just yet. This is not a very strong move by the DAX. I'd expected to see a bit more follow through. Not expected to, but I would have liked to have seen more follow through. That to me is not very convincing. But again, very reminiscent of what happened yesterday. We had a lot of up and down movement before actually establishing a decent trend. So, not to say that that's what's happening today. It's just to say that that can happen. But the FTSE looks like it wants to take a dive. There's definitely sellers in this area. My goodness, it pushed a point or two and then it just got stomped on. Straight back down. So that's what we're looking like on the 5 minute. Oh, there goes the FTSE. So I mean, you can almost just see how these two are following each other. We get a push down in the FTSE, we get a push down in the DAX. We get a little bit of a rally in the FTSE, we get a bit of a rally in the DAX. push down, and then you can see the price here, it pushes down. Let's see here. We're going to get a further push down. Watch the price got to go negative in the DAX. Yeah, so they're a little bit chained together, it seems, at this point. And the FTSE is looking oh so weak. I want to see if I can find a place to short it again. And the FTSE drops, and so does the DAX. Amazing. It's not a good sign for our position. However, I don't see the DAX doing a heck of a lot more. Three minutes left of this candle. It's 15-minute candle. Oh man. Today's almost one of those days where you can just short the FTSE anyway. Yeah, there she goes. I'd love to find a place to get short. As for the DAX, let's see if we can get a push here. The sellers are just stepping on it. Got these highs over here that we need to contend with. That's quite a substantial structure zone. Let's see what we get out of the next bar. 14 seconds. Taking it to break even. If we're gonna go, we need to go now. Alright, there's a nice break. And it gets kicked straight back down. Up, 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 up. Wanna give it room. No ways, the FTSE is very weak. And I think that's going to translate into the DAX, which it really is. I want to sell this guy, but where? Come on, DAX, you had a nice little push up there. Don't let the FTSE affect you. Okay, so there you see first bar positive while we wanted to sell underneath that. I'm really not seeing good enough follow through in the DAX, yeah. I think I'm a bit sour because I'm not short in the FTSE at the moment. Yeah, I'm taking it to break even. Which is probably going to be now. But there seems to be a lot of weakness in the FTSE, and that's having a definite impact on the DAX. So there you go, break even. Well, we were 17 points in profit, and we got taken out for break even. Unfortunate, but that's the way it goes. That's what I wanted. I'm back in on the DAX. Hmm. Okay, I don't know if that was a very good idea. So this is essentially the 13th bar. In the FTSE that holds some significance. Not doing too well in the re-entry on the DAX, however. We may push a bit further down. I'm going to be trading this on the short side as well. Yeah, they get definitely chained together today. Might be taken long here. Right, so I'm long the FTSE. Considering the weakness, I don't know if that's a very good idea. Yeah, look at that. It's already just fading the other way. Not good. That's prior bar high that it's just tested and now it's dumping. Damn it. Maybe the offset wasn't as good as it should have been there. So we had the internet drop there again. I'm going to have to reload these charts. Here are the positions. Yeah, I think that was the wrong decision in the FTSE. I'll probably look at closing that out soon and just take the loss. Something tells me that it's just going to continue to the downside. We had a bit of a drop on the internet, so sorry about that. Ugh. Yeah, I'm closing that. Alright, so a big loss there in the FTSE. And now the same thing is happening on the DAX. Yeah, they are definitely correlated today. Absolutely. The FTSE seems to be the dominant. Right, well that's knocked us down quite a bit. I think this position needs to be closed out as well on the DAX. Starting to see a bit of a range here now in the FTSE. Remove that. 1, 2, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. goes the DAX. Oh, wow. Should be short at this line again. Oh, come on. I think we're going to let the FTSE let it lie. The DAX, we're getting on the wrong side of it now as well. So this is pretty similar to what happened to me yesterday. So school run long didn't work. Well, it worked for a time, but now it's I think that'll be short-lived. I think that'll be very short-lived. Just like that. I don't even know if I want to be short. Alright, so we're still in the DAX, and we're still on the wrong side. More and more. Now we're seeing some positivity out of the FTSE and nothing out of the DAX. Yes, it's wonderful. Right, I think I'm going to cut this trade. It's starting to become a bit expensive. Gets to 15 points, I'm cutting it. Let's see. Yeah, so how's that for a turn of events? We get a bit of a rally in the FTSE and the DAX plummets. Okay, I should be cutting it now. I've cut it. Alright, so there's another loss in the DAX. Puts us there. So we're down 20 points. We got the opposite side of the school run. We'll see. Wonder if we've seen highs of the day. Okay, so more sitting and waiting. We took a loss. 2 losses, in fact. 3 losses. How many? 2. So we're getting our ass kicked again in the European session. Bloody wonderful. Used to be the session that I traded the best. Hmm. I'm gonna be a bit cheeky here. Mm. Wow, yeah, FTSE is very weak. Goodness gracious me. Let's see if we get taken short on the DAX. We've got the brunch break set up in about 16 minutes. Okay, a push and a pullback. So right, so if we do get taken short, where are we gonna look? 18,420. Okay, so we've had a close below previous bar on the 30 minute. Now school run is essentially where the low of the open bar is, slightly above, but so I would think if we got below that low, we could expect to see a test of 18,420. But what do I know? It's quite possible it could hit that level and rally. So let's see if we get filled here on the short side. This chair. God. So we've gone from being long twice on the DAX to now potentially being short. So I definitely do not have a bias. 455. So we'll be short momentarily, I believe. Hopefully this is again not just a range play. And we actually see a bit of a breakdown. Okay, I'm getting a phone call. Stand by. Okay, I'm back and we are short. And we're 8 points on the right side. Yay. So I'm going to decrease the risk a bit. I want to see for a push down to 18,420 or so. I think that'll be a decent level. We may be getting hung up over here a little bit, but yeah, I'd like to see a test of these lows. Potentially even new lows, but I'm not going to count my chickens. Okay, so pulling back on the FTSE is causing a pullback on the DAX. Everyone's above. Still like to see a test here. Let's see. There we go. That's nice to see a little bit of life, but we've got a way to go. Put stop loss to break even. And we are 14 points in profit. So let's see. I'd really like a test of these lows here. That would be ideal. Getting hung up here though. Okay. So it's risk-free. Lost a bit today, but I'm not worried about those. We're not trying to revenge trade. I'm going to try and let this realize as many points as it can. So I'm going to be interested here at this level. We've got 2 minutes left of this 15-minute bar. So in all likelihood we'll see hopefully some follow through, but I think a bit of retracement off of this 435 area is more likely. We haven't been able to break that just yet. Let's see if we can do it in the last minute and a half. There we go, there's a decent push beyond. Trail must stop a little bit. There's another decent push. 30 points, I think I'm out. Yeah, so this area I'm going to look at taking profits. I think I'm going to do that very soon, because we're going to have some buyers here. Alright, I'm going to take the 27 points. So close trade there. How has that helped us? Not really. Not really. Okay, so pretty much back to where we started. So yeah, there we go. Okay, so we saw a few buyers here in this area. That's where I was kind of looking at, but we'll see now whether or not we can push beyond these lows. This is the brunch break bar, so let's see. It's quite a fair size. So that's the game. We started off, what, nearly 2 hours ago, and after all of these trades, we pretty much back to where we started 2 hours ago. So, I mean, these weren't exactly spectacular. These are pretty much break even, but then we had two bad ones. Don't know why I went long on the FTSE there. The way it looks at the moment, it's weak. I don't know what I was thinking, but that's off of a strategy. So rules were followed. It was just unfortunate. And then the DAX, I tried for a second entry at that long school run. That didn't work. So all the way back to where we started. Fantastic. Ay, ay, ay. So I think we got that right at well, pretty close to the low. It looks like we're going to break further, possibly. So this would be the brunch break bar. We'd look to short below and go long above. I don't think we'll get an official signal for that, but I mean, we may. Yeah, so there's the brunch break on the DAX. Oh, come on. No, where's current? There we go. Don't make me enter manually. I don't like to enter manually. Whew, it's a big stop loss though. Right. Do I actually want to trade it with it being so close to the structure? I mean, there's nothing but space over here. Let's see. No, I don't think so. We may, if anything, see a bit of consolidation now. Yeah. I'm not going to push my luck, I don't think. I've still got the US session later on. So, pretty much a break-even morning. There's our statistics. We made a whole 7.5 points. Lovely. Alright, okay, I think I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to be back later on for the US session. That's at 5:30 Mauritian time. So, I've got a little bit to do before then. And then once we get a little bit closer to it, I need to get my psychology back to baseline, all ready for the US session, which I already hate trading because it's so expensive for my itsy bitsy little account. But we'll see what we can do. I'd like to actually come out of the day being a little bit further up than 7.5 points. So, Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I've been streaming now for nearly 2 hours. That's long enough, I think. So if you are watching